Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Frederick, and today I would like to tell you about my opinions, talk about the theme. Before we go any further, before we go to my opinions, I would like to tell you something about COVID-19. COVID-19 or coronavirus disease is an infection disease caused by the SARS-CoV-2 virus. Most people infected with the virus will experience mild to moderate respiratory illness and recover without requiring special treatment. However, some will become seriously ill and require medical attention. Older people and those with underlying medical conditions like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, chronic respiratory disease, or cancer are more likely to develop seriously illness. Anyone can get sick with COVID-19 and become seriously ill or die at any age. Now I want to tell you about my opinions. As an Indonesian people, I kinda do not agree about the topic that the vaccine COVID-19 is free for all Indonesian people. If the vaccine COVID-19 is free for all Indonesian people, it means only Indonesian people that can receive the free vaccine COVID-19, because it didn't mention about free for all. We all know that not only Indonesian people live here. There are so many foreigners and tourists in Indonesia. So are they don't need to be vaccinated? Based on data from Antara News 2020, there is at least 188,000 foreigners from China, 130,000 foreigners from Singapore, 120,000 foreigners from Australia, and 722,000 foreigners from Malaysia, India, Japan, and then some that came to Indonesia. So it means with that many number of foreigners, they can receive the free vaccine, because it's only for Indonesian people. It will be useless if almost all Indonesian people already vaccinated when those number of foreigners and tourists yet receive vaccine, because maybe it will not make something we call herd immunity. As we know that herd immunity occurs when a significant portion of a population becomes immune to infectious disease, limiting further disease spread. In this time and the pace of pandemic journey in Indonesia, although we all know that so many tourists and foreigners that can go back to their country because there is no international flight that operate during pandemic. Of course, they must be spending so many costs at living in Indonesia to pay rent, food, and many other things for living. Of course, it will be incriminating them if they should pay for a vaccine in Indonesia. And if they don't, as I mentioned in the beginning, it may not cause the herd immunity. And last but not least, the COVID is almost going to be endemic. All procedure and all government assistance must be delivering well to all human beings in Indonesia. Especially the vaccine COVID-19 must be free for all human beings in Indonesia, not only the Indonesian people, because in this era of pandemic, we all get an impact crisis. We shouldn't make any cost except for living. Well, I think that's all I can tell you about my opinions today. About the vaccine COVID-19 is free for all Indonesian people, and I hope that this pandemic will be over soon. And I think my message for all people is, whatever your activity is, whatever you do out there, we all must remember that we must stay safe. Anything can happen. We can get the COVID disease anytime. We don't know what we don't know what time it is when we get the COVID-19, and we must really take care our condition from this pandemic, because maybe if we get the COVID-19 disease, I think so many people will get the bad impact when we get COVID-19. Many other people will get bad impact, like the virus can go to other people. So we must really stay safe, and I hope the government can help solve the problem of COVID-19 properly and completely. Well, I think that's enough from me. All I want to say from my opinion, and thank you for listening to my video, and thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.